With only a few days remaining until one of the most anticipated fights in the light heavyweight division, both David Benavidez and David Morrell Jr. have been engaged in their most rigorous and strategic training sessions. Their preparation is fueled by the high stakes involved not only for their individual careers but also for the future of the entire division. Industry experts and boxing fans alike have been eagerly awaiting this matchup, recognizing the magnitude of what it represents. This bout is more than just a competition between two highly skilled fighters, it is a collision of two different styles, philosophies, and legacies in the making. The intense build-up to the fight has only heightened the excitement, and as the clock ticks down, analysts and insiders have been dissecting every possible outcome. Even legendary fighters, including the likes of Roy Jones Jr. and Andre Ward, have weighed in on what this fight means and how it could shape the sport's landscape moving forward. Benavidez, a ferocious and relentless warrior inside the ring, is often referred to as the Mexican monster. His career has been defined by his ability to overwhelm opponents with sheer pressure, relentless combinations, and an iron will that refuses to accept defeat. His father and trainer, Jose Benavidez Sr., has played a crucial role in molding him into the fighter he is today, and their bond has only strengthened as they prepare for this pivotal moment. On the other side stands Morrell, an exceptionally talented Cuban southpaw who boasts an impressive amateur pedigree and a rapidly growing reputation in the professional circuit. His unique fighting style, honed through years of rigorous training in Cuba's world-renowned boxing program, presents a challenge unlike any that Benavidez has faced before. Morrell is not just another contender, he is a calculated, highly skilled technician who possesses the ability to neutralize even the most aggressive opponents. The significance of this fight cannot be overstated. With the heavyweight division in a state of transition, many fans are looking to the light heavyweight and super middleweight divisions for the next dominant force. Boxing enthusiasts crave a new icon, someone who can carry the torch forward and bring excitement back to the sport. This is precisely why Benavidez vs. Morrell has captured the imagination of the boxing world. Jose Benavidez Sr. has been vocal about the importance of this fight and what it represents for his son's career. He acknowledges Morrell's skill set and amateur background but firmly believes that experience and determination will ultimately tip the scales in their favor. According to him, while Morrell may be an elite-level boxer, he has yet to face a fighter of Benavidez's caliber in the professional ranks. For years, Team Benavidez has sought out meaningful bouts that would not only challenge them but also solidify their legacy in the sport. However, time and time again, they have been met with reluctance and avoidance from top contenders. This fight, therefore, is not just another test for Benavidez, it is an opportunity to prove to the world that he belongs at the pinnacle of boxing, where only the truly elite reside. Jose Benavidez Sr. has made it clear that they are not in the business of dodging anyone. Their goal is simple: to make history. They have set their sights on the biggest names in the sport: Canelo Alvarez, Artur Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol, and even Zurdo Ramirez. They are ready for all comers, and their willingness to step into the ring with any opponent is a testament to their confidence and ambition. Despite the confidence emanating from Team Benavidez, there are many who believe that Morrell has the tools to emerge victorious. His supporters argue that his technical prowess, coupled with his defensive acumen and sharp counterpunching, could neutralize Benavidez's relentless pressure. Morrell's Cuban heritage is often cited as a major advantage, as fighters from Cuba are known for their exceptional boxing IQ and disciplined approach to the sport. Benavidez Sr. has heard all of these arguments before. He recalls the pre-fight narratives leading up to previous fights, particularly the showdown with Caleb Plant. Leading up to that bout, critics doubted whether Benavidez had what it took to overcome a slick, highly skilled boxer like Plant. Many predicted that Plant's defensive skills and ring generalship would expose Benavidez's weaknesses. However, when the bell rang, Benavidez silenced all doubters with a dominant performance. Similarly, before the fight against Demetrius "Boo Boo" Andrade, skeptics claimed that Andrade's slick southpaw style would make Benavidez look amateurish. Once again, Benavidez proved them wrong, demonstrating that he is more than capable of adjusting to different styles and imposing his will on his opponents. The same pattern is repeating itself now, with many analysts hyping up Morrell's skill set while underestimating Benavidez's relentless fighting spirit. What makes this fight even more intriguing is the personal animosity between the two camps. Morrell and his team have not shied away from making bold statements, often dismissing Benavidez as a predictable, robotic fighter with a one-dimensional approach. According to Morrell, Benavidez is nothing more than a forward-moving pressure fighter with little variation in his attack. Benavidez Sr., however, finds these statements amusing. He has responded by embracing the robot label but with a twist. He jokingly remarked that if Benavidez is a robot, then he must be an AI-powered machine, one that his opponents won't be able to compute in real time. The reality, according to Benavidez Sr., is that his son possesses a level of adaptability and intelligence inside the ring that many fail to recognize. Former champion Roy Jones Jr. has also weighed in on the matchup, providing an analytical breakdown of what each fighter must do to secure victory. According to Jones, Morrell's best chance lies in his ability to hurt Benavidez early and make him respect his power. If Morrell can establish his dominance in the opening rounds and keep Benavidez on the back foot, he might be able to control the fight. However, Jones also acknowledged the immense challenge that Morrell faces. If he fails to impose himself early and allows Benavidez to find his rhythm, the latter will systematically break him down. Benavidez's relentless pace, high-volume punching, and devastating power shots could prove to be overwhelming, especially in the later rounds. Despite Morrell's relative inexperience in the professional ranks, Jones pointed out that Cuban fighters bring a wealth of amateur experience that often surpasses that of their counterparts. In many ways, a Cuban fighter with a 9-0 record is equivalent to an American or Mexican fighter with over 20 professional fights. Their amateur system is so rigorous that by the time they transition to the pros, they are already battle-hardened warriors. With all of these factors in play, the fight is shaping up to be an explosive and highly competitive encounter. As both fighters enter the final stretch of their training camps, their focus has shifted to the finer details of their strategy. For Morrell, the emphasis has been on defensive awareness and maintaining composure under pressure. His team is well aware that Benavidez will come forward aggressively, and they have been working on counter strategies to nullify that approach. Footwork, lateral movement, and precise counterpunching will be key weapons in Morrell's arsenal. On the other hand, Benavidez has doubled down on his strengths, applying relentless pressure, throwing high-volume combinations, and imposing his physicality on his opponent. His sparring sessions have been particularly intense, as he prepares for the possibility of going into deep waters with a highly skilled adversary. At this stage, all the hard work has been done. The training camps, the strategic planning, and the mental preparation have all led to this moment. When the two fighters step into the ring, there will be no more talking, no more speculation, only the raw and unfiltered reality of combat. The light heavyweight division has been waiting for a fight like this one that will shake up the landscape and usher in a new era. Whether it is Benavidez who triumphs and solidifies his status as the division's dominant force, or Morrell who defies the odds and announces his arrival on the grand stage, one thing is certain: this fight will be remembered for years to come. All that remains now is for the world to witness history unfold. The stage is set, the fighters are ready, and in just a matter of days, the boxing world will have its answer. As the highly anticipated showdown between David Benavidez and David Morrell approaches, the excitement in the boxing world continues to build. Benavidez, widely known for his ferocity inside the ring, is determined to solidify his dominance in the light heavyweight division. With his reputation on the line, he is making sure that every aspect of his training is refined and tailored to ensure victory. Given the high stakes of this fight, Benavidez is leaving no stone unturned, working alongside some of the best minds in the sport to prepare for the relentless challenge ahead. Recognizing that his usual aggressive style might not be enough against an opponent as formidable as Morrell, Benavidez has sought the guidance of legendary figures in boxing, including the former champion and Hall of Famer Andre Ward. Ward, known for his strategic approach to the sport, has provided invaluable insight into Benavidez's training regimen. He emphasized that while continuous sparring can sometimes feel repetitive and tedious, it plays a crucial role in conditioning a fighter's mind and body. More importantly, in a division where raw power is often the defining factor in victory or defeat, extensive sparring ensures that a fighter can endure punishing blows while maintaining composure. During one of their training sessions, Ward shared his thoughts on the significance of facing different sparring partners. He explained that in his own training camps, he would spar with 3 different fighters, each offering unique challenges. This not only helped him develop adaptability but also tested his endurance, forcing him to remain sharp as fresh opponents rotated in. When discussing his own approach to training, Ward admitted that while he used to dislike the process of facing multiple sparring partners in succession, he later realized the benefits it provided. By constantly adjusting to new opponents, a fighter learns to think on their feet, an essential skill when facing a dangerous adversary in a real fight. Ward also touched upon an important distinction in training philosophy. While some fighters believe that excessive sparring can lead to unnecessary damage, he argued that it depends on the individual. For fighters who can dominate sparring sessions without taking significant punishment, frequent sparring is advantageous. However, for those who sustain too many hits in training, it might be wiser to limit the amount of in-ring practice to avoid long-term damage. In Benavidez's case, given his aggressive yet calculated style, sparring against a variety of partners is proving to be a crucial element in his preparation. Beyond endurance and adaptability, Ward highlighted the importance of technique over brute force. Although power punches are critical, especially against an opponent like Morrell, relying solely on them can be a costly mistake. Fighters who focus too much on landing heavy blows often leave themselves open to counterattacks. Instead, Ward advised Benavidez to use his stance and positioning to control the fight, restricting Morrell's movements while creating openings for his own strikes. By adopting a more strategic approach, Benavidez could prevent Morrell from getting comfortable inside the ring and force him into uncomfortable situations. Ward further elaborated on the importance of having a strong left hand, particularly for right-handed boxers. He explained that in a sport where power and precision dictate the outcome, a well-developed left hand can be a game changer. If a fighter can effectively use their left to set up shots, they can create openings that would otherwise be difficult to exploit. He demonstrated how a properly executed left-hand movement can blind an opponent, forcing them into a vulnerable position where they become susceptible to follow-up punches. Inspired by Ward's wisdom, Benavidez has intensified his focus on refining every aspect of his skill set. While he is known for his ferocity and relentless offense, he is now incorporating more calculated tactics into his game plan. This upcoming fight against Morrell is not just about defending his reputation, it has become personal. The animosity between the two fighters has been brewing for quite some time. Morrell, known for his outspoken nature, has made several derogatory remarks about Benavidez in the media, fueling tension between them. While Benavidez typically maintains professionalism outside the ring, he acknowledges that this fight carries an added emotional weight due to the personal attacks made by Morrell. However, instead of allowing this hostility to distract him, he is using it as motivation. In a recent interview, Benavidez addressed the lingering tension, explaining that although he does not take Morrell's comments personally, he is using them as fuel for the fight. He emphasized that once they step inside the ring, all the words exchanged outside will no longer matter, only actions will. His primary focus is on executing his strategy and delivering as much damage as possible, ensuring that Morrell regrets ever underestimating him. When asked whether he considers Morrell to be his toughest opponent yet, Benavidez offered a measured response. While he acknowledged that Morrell possesses impressive attributes such as speed, reach, and power, he remains unfazed. Having been in the sport for over 25 years, Benavidez has faced numerous elite fighters and has never backed down from a challenge. He thrives on proving doubters wrong, relishing the opportunity to silence critics who believe he is at risk of losing. This unwavering confidence is one of the key factors that have propelled him to the top of the division. For Benavidez, boxing is not just about winning fights, it is about leaving behind a lasting legacy. He understands that at a certain point in a fighter's career, their focus shifts from individual victories to cementing their place in history. Reflecting on his journey, he recalled his early days in the sport, including sparring sessions with some of the most formidable fighters in the world. From training with the likes of Gennady Golovkin as a teenager to sharing the ring with countless champions, he has consistently sought out the toughest challenges to elevate his skills. His commitment to greatness is evident in the way he approaches training. Those who have witnessed his preparation firsthand, including sparring partner Diego Pacheco, believe that Benavidez is in the best shape of his career. Pacheco, who has been part of Benavidez's recent training camp, praised his relentless work ethic and discipline. He noted that while many perceive Benavidez as an intimidating figure focused solely on his own success, he is actually a supportive and encouraging presence in the gym. Benavidez frequently shares his knowledge with younger fighters, passing down the wisdom he has gained from boxing legends like Andre Ward. Pacheco expressed confidence that Benavidez will emerge victorious against Morrell. While acknowledging that Morrell is an exceptional fighter with an impressive skill set, he firmly believes that Benavidez's experience and intensity will ultimately give him the edge. He emphasized that Benavidez is not just a power puncher, he has also mastered the psychological aspect of the sport. His ability to mentally dominate his opponents, making them second-guess themselves inside the ring, is a crucial factor that sets him apart. As the fight draws closer, anticipation continues to build. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see how the different training strategies implemented by both fighters will play out in the ring. Will Benavidez's refined approach, influenced by the guidance of Andre Ward, give him the upper hand, or will Morrell's unique style and raw talent pose an insurmountable challenge regardless of the outcome? This fight promises to be a thrilling encounter between two highly skilled and determined warriors. Both fighters have put in months of grueling preparation, pushing their bodies to the limit in pursuit of victory. The clash between Benavidez and Morrell is more than just a contest of physical strength, it is a battle of wills, strategy, and heart. As the boxing world awaits this epic showdown, the only certainty is that both fighters will give everything they have inside the ring. The stage is set for an unforgettable battle, and soon, fans will witness firsthand whether Benavidez's refined training and unwavering confidence will lead him to yet another triumph, or if Morrell has what it takes to dethrone one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. What do you think about this upcoming fight? Will Benavidez's new training regimen prove to be the key to victory, or will Morrell's natural talent and hunger for success lead him to an upset win? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates on the biggest fights in boxing.